All right, welcome to another episode of Global Complete Football Africa, South Africa. The big game is coming up next week, South Africa versus Panama. We want to see how they do, but now we've gone down to the 23-man squad for this match from the provisional squad. From what I see, Zwane is there. The one big name that's missing is Nkota. And I'm going to ask you, Sigodi, what's going on? Nkota, how come he's not on this squad? Because we know that we need him. And also we know that we need Zwane. And I know that we have a lot of forwards. Somebody has to go. But why is Nkota not playing this match?
No, it's because the coach has explained why he left Nkota out. He said Nkota is going through a rough time at the moment. And also he has transfer. He's not playing that much at his team. There's rumors he's going to Benfica as well. So I see why he left him. But also I feel like he should have given him a chance as well, because Nkota needs this support at this time.
Yeah, but maybe do you think Nkota maybe told him he's not ready to play now, or does he want to play? Maybe he needs to clear his mind and things like that. Is Nkota, what I'm saying is, did Nkota ask to be left off the team, or he just chose it because he doesn't feel Nkota is in the state of mind right now?
The coach explained that he spoke to Nkota and then he told Nkota that I will not take you this time because of the type of thing that are happening in your life right now. I will not take you for this friendship.
Yeah, for current, but this doesn't mean he's off the squad for the World Cup. It just means for this match. Yeah, for these matches. Yeah,
for these matches. And also he brought in a similar type of player, Thapelo Maseko, who plays on the right. He can cut in. He's taller than Nkota. He's very good. He was there during AFCON 2023.
But the question is, does he wear the Michael Jackson gloves? Come on. I'm just joking. So he's a good, and we know that Nkota is important, but he's not the most important part of the team. So if you have somebody who can function like him, it's okay, because he doesn't do a lot of the work rate. We know that Mofokeng does a lot of work rate. Hopefully, if Zwane is fit, he can do some work. And then you got other guys, Lau Foster, who does so much work, even Apollos. So you don't really need. You're not missing too much by not having Nkota there, and I think that other guy can cover him, because you can't just build a team based on one person. But Nkota is sort of tricky. Sometimes he's unpredictable, and he can also invert into the midfield too. So he's an important part of the team, but it's not like the team is going to be in big trouble if they don't have him. What do you think? Yeah.
No, absolutely. Like Nkota is very tricky. He turn around. He's very, very tricky. But also you can replace him. We've got similar players as him. So it's not that much of a loss.
South Africa has too many options in the forward position. Okay, so let's look at the forwards that they have. We'll start off with that. Oswin Apollos, Moremi, Magopa, Foster, Hlongwane, Mofokeng, Zwane, and Maseko. The only thing I noticed here is that Reiners is not there. Maybe Reiners is too much like Apollos and Foster. Maybe they don't really need him. What do you think about Reiners not being there in the forward line in the choice of forwards?
I don't support it that much, because I think we did really need Reiners. But I think the coach prefers two strikers only, like two number nines. So
number 9, yeah.
Yes. So Reiners, you do have Reiners in Mahopa, like Mahopa can press. You do have Reiners in Foster. Foster can finish. So I think he thought, no, I need Mahopa and Foster.
Someone who does more than scoring. Because we know that Reiners is one of the hottest scorers in the South African League right now. He's scoring a lot of goals. He's a good finisher. In fact, he might even be finishing better than Foster, because, Foster is good. But remember, Foster was doing so much work for the team, dropping into the midfield and stuff. Reiners might be the hottest. So what I mean by hottest, not the best number 9, because we know Foster's the best number 9. But right now, Reiners is on fire. Go ahead, yeah.
Yes, no, I really think, for me, I would have taken Reiners instead of Mahopa, because you see, Reiners is also a threat behind the defense. He's got the speed. He can finish. He smells where the goals are. He takes his chances. I preferred him, but I think the coach is also looking at the age as well.
Yeah, he's looking at the age. Now, look, they only have you guys listed for 4 midfielders: Mokoena, Adams, Mbata, and Sitola. That's only 4, but we know that guys like Zwane are going to drop back into the midfield. But by only taking 4 midfielders, it means he's going to be using a lot of it already tells us the formation he's going to use. He's probably just going to have Is he going to have Mokoena? Who's going to be the Mokoena, and who else is going to be the pivot in midfield? Most likely.
I think that it's going to be very tricky because if you look at a boy called Jaden Adams, he's there. He plays with Mokoena at Sundowns. He's been there with Bafana for a long time. He's on his form now. He's on his best. He's playing the best football. I think for me, I would prefer Mokoena and Jaden Adams on Bata. Then there's Sipepelo Sitolo who's been playing with Mokoena, but they were not that good during AFCON.
And Mbule is the midfielder. I think they might have needed to keep him there. I don't think they have enough midfielders. 4 midfielders. I know that this guy is because I know that Mofa King and that means they're going to have Mofa King and Zwane. It's going to be like a 4-4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1, something like that, where they're going to be using those guys in the midfield. They're going to be using them as wide midfielders. Mofa King, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I mean most of the players that are written strikers, they're actually midfielders.
That's what they're wing. I call them wingy midfielders. They're midfielders, but they're attacking midfielders. Yeah.
Yes. So now you see Zwane. Zwane is actually a number 10, and he's going to be playing with Mofo. He's going to be switching, alternating with Mofo King there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So he normally takes 4 defensive midfielders like Mokoena, Adams, Mbata, and Sitole.
What is Adams play? Adams the number 8? Yeah.
Yeah, he plays as an 8.
Yeah. So what about Mbule? What was Mbule? Mbule plays what?
He's not Mbule was playing as a 10. He was actually the replacement for Temba Zwane.
So the problem is that South Africa doesn't have, other than Mokoena, they don't really have any others. Mbata is a central is he a defensive midfielder? Mbata.
Yes, he plays an 8 as well.
Yeah, they only have one number 6 on their whole team, Mokoena. So
yes, they only have Mokoena.
Yeah, it seems like they're thin in midfield, even with number 10. But this team is made mostly of a solid defense and very good forward line. The midfield is okay, but they just need to be careful because if their midfield is too thin, teams can run through the midfield and create overloads in the midfield. So that's just something South Africa has to watch out. What do you think? Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get your midfield compact, and then so that you can dominate position and you can also defend better. Because if your midfield is too thin, like teams like Mexico can actually just capitalize on that because they're very good on the midfield.
So let's go to defense. Ocon won. So Ocon was competing with Makanya. So they chose Ocon instead of Makanya. I hope I'm getting the names right. Makanya was the other guy. That's the new guy in defense that they were thinking about, right? But they chose Ocon. Yeah.
No, I think the coach prefers players that have been there before. Because if you look at the players that he took, there's no new player there. Like Emma Ocon.
Makanya was the other guy, right? Was it Makanya? Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to Makanya.
Yeah, but they chose Ocon. So what, do you think that was a good choice? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a good choice, but I really wanted Makanya to be there as well with Akon.
Yeah.
Because these two boys can actually compete physically. They are the boys that can... you can put them against any team. They'll give you that physicality.
Yeah.
And the height as well.
Who's the guy? So the guy from, what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. The guy that plays for Chicago. He's there.
Bogazi.
Yeah, he's there. Now, what about Makonazi was left off? What position is Makonazi again? He's been left off the squad. Is he a forward? Yeah.
Who?
Makonazi. He's not playing.
Mukwana.
No, Makwanazi.
Mukwanazi.
Let me get the name for you. Yeah, go ahead. But anyway, what do you think about so just give us some more talk about the defense, more about Ocon. So why do you think he's a better choice, or you think you would have had both of them?
No, for me, I would have had both of them. The reason why he chose Eme Ocon instead of Oluwatu Makanya, I think, is because Ocon has been playing with them for a long time. He's been calling him for a long time. So the reason he was not there in AFCON is because of injuries and other things. So he prefers players that have played with him before. Even the players that are there now that has replaced other players, they've been there before. Like Yobongo Kutleshongwan has been with Bafana since they've started. Tapelo Maseko has been there, even 2023 was there. Ocon has been calling him since he came here. So he prefers the players that he knows that have played with him before, or they are playing locally. But I think he should have replaced maybe Kabini with Oluwatu Makanya, because Oluwatu Makanya
I think it's Makanya. I meant Makanya. Yeah, Makanya. Yeah.
Yes, Makanya, Oloito Makanya. So
And what position did he play
Makanya,
again?
he plays for Philadelphia.
No, yeah, I mean he's the
Right.
one he was the one that was supposed to be one of the defenders that they were thinking about choosing, but they didn't bring him in. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
but then they have
So for
options because but this is for the next two matches, so that means these guys are this is the squad for the next because they're playing two matches against Panama. Yeah.
yes. So
Okay.
I think you should have taken him and then see him in one of the games because we do need that height, we do need that physicality because during AFCON that's what we lack the most.
But the question is,
So now,
who would you get rid of? You have to get rid of somebody to bring him on the team.
no,
Then
I would have replaced him with I would have replaced CBC with him.
Tbilisi, okay, yeah.
Nkosinathi CBC because he's way shorter. He's been struggling as well. So I would have taken Oloito Makai instead of CBC. But I see why he didn't replace CBC because CBC is one of these players that bring the morale in the team. When the team is not feeling well, he's the one that lead the songs. He's the one that brings that vibe in the team.
Yeah, yeah. So, who do you? Now I know that in the midfield and especially in the midfield, you guys don't have any really big guys. Who's going to be the enforcer in the midfield? Who's going to be the big guy that controls things that can play physically for them for South Africa? Who from this squad do you think can do that? Yeah.
No, Sipapelo Sitoli's got the height, he's got the body as well. So, but he's not been doing that well during AFCON. I think we just
Yeah.
need to go Jaden Adams or Mbata,
Adams,
Talent
yeah.
Mbata.
Adams. Man, you guys have all of those guys in the forward. All of them. Your number nines. They have similar names: Foster, Adams, Ryan. that is. But I was going to ask you. So the guy that I was talking about was Maswangani. He's not playing. What
Oh,
position does he play?
yeah, it's not there. He didn't take him because Maswangani is just starting to pick up at his team. He's not
Yeah.
been really a regular in the team, so he's just starting to pick up in the team. So that's why he didn't take him.
What would you say is the biggest person left out? My vote is that the biggest name missing out here is Reiner's. I would say Nkota, but since Nkota is going through problems, Reiner's not playing. That's a big one. What do you think is the biggest omission? The biggest, the most controversial person left out for this squad?
For me, I think it's Makanya because we do need a player like him. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not even given a chance to be tested in the friendly. For me, it's one of the biggest surprise for me because I think he should have given the boy a chance.
What do you think about Sifo Chane, the goalkeeper for Pirates? He's not there either. Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't taken him. I think he wants to see the other keeper. Sifo Chane has been there for a long time, and then now he wants to give that other. He simply can do what can Sifo Chane bring to the team, but he wants to try the other taller goalkeeper. But I really thought Sifo Chane was the second choice goalkeeper. So now I see that Ricardo Kos is the second choice goalkeeper.
Yes. So this game is going to be interesting. We'll try to do we will do a show on it 2 or 3 days before the match. The big problem with South Africa now is that Bruce needs to make up his mind what style of football he wants to play. He kept changing his style he kept changing his tactics in AFCON, which you don't want to do. Determine how you want to play. Then that's what's going to determine the players you put on the pitch. One day he brings, one day he have Nkota there, then the next day he takes Nkota off and puts somebody else there. You have to decide what you want to do. Don't be too sophisticated trying to change your tactics based on who you're playing. No, you have to have one style of football so that these people now can know what the style of football is. And during these matches against teams like Panama and during the build-up, they can practice that system of football so that there's no surprises when the World Cup comes. What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think Hugo Broos did really let us down during AFCON because he kept on changing. Like he played the style that we know against Angola. Second game, he changed things against Egypt, who was struggling. And then he kept on changing, playing different type of styles that the players were not really comfortable with.
Yeah, they need more natural style of play. And once the players know this is how we're going to play, even if they lose to Panama now because they didn't master the style of play, at least they know now that they're preparing for one thing. But if you keep changing, then if you don't stick to one thing long enough, you won't become good at it. So if you say, "Oh, this didn't work today, let's change to something else." No, if it didn't work today, say, "Why didn't it work? Let's try it again tomorrow." Because you get 2 games against Panama. So that's my last thoughts. What are your thoughts? Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think he needs to find a style that will suit these boys.
And
He
be
should not
consistent.
play according to the other team. Because if
Yeah.
you playing against the other teams, you take in the potential of these boys. Because we know these boys, what they're good at is the 1-2 passes and the speed that they have. So if you want
Yeah.
them to defend, you actually punishing them.
Yeah. And let them build up their rhythm. Because, like you said, you don't have to start out fast. We have to be ready. When is the first match? June or July? It's soon,
The
man.
first match is June, the 11th of June for World Cup.
Can you imagine when we're doing shows for this during the World Cup month? Man, it's going to be crazy. We're doing shows every
So
day.
I'm sure
It's going to be crazy. And Congo is playing this month to see if they can qualify. So we'll see. All right.
yes, next week.
You've been watching Complete Football South Africa. We're going to do a pregame show probably next week. I'm thinking the game is on the 27th, right? So we'll do a show next week, probably Tuesday, talking about the matchup, and we're going to do our research and find out what we think Bafana needs to do, and we also say who we think they need to start off with and what formations and everything. All right, so please share, like, and subscribe. Tell your fans about Complete Football Africa. We'll be back on the weekend. Okay. That was a good one. That was a long one.